MasterCook 14 is a Windows program that installs on a Windows computer, and it uses files that are on your computer. It does not require internet access, although it can work with a MasterCook.com subscription if you wish, and you can purchase that separately at MasterCook.com. And that allows you to upload your cookbooks and recipes from MasterCook 14 to your online account so that you can access them from your mobile devices or another computer when you are away from home. At the top of the program is a black navigation bar that takes you to the different areas of the program. In the cookbook screen, it shows you the cookbooks that you have in the program, and your recipes are within the cookbooks. So you can create a new cookbook by using the new icon over here in this taskbar along the right side of the screen, or you can select new cookbook from the file menu to create a new cookbook that way. And so when you open up a cookbook, you'll see the recipes that are inside, and you can view them in the titles view or the picture view. You also are able to filter the recipes in a cookbook by using these options down here. So if you want to have it show you just all the main dish recipes inside this cookbook, you could have it filter them so that it only shows you the main dish recipes, and it'll show you the number of items here. You can also have it sort the recipes, so you can sort by like category, and it will show you the recipes in the cookbook sorted by category. There are two ways to view a recipe. You can either view it in the recipe display screen, or you can view it in the recipe edit screen. You can change the font size of the recipe edit screen by going to the preferences from the edit menu, and then go to the cookbook recipe tab and change the font size here, and it affects what font size displays in the recipe edit screen. If you want to change the font size or even the font colors and style of the recipe display screen, you can do that by viewing a recipe and then going to the tools menu and select customize cookbook. And you go to the page display tab, and this tab affects how a recipe displays in this screen. So as you can see, you can change the font color and style and size of each recipe data field and how it will display on this screen. There is the search screen, and it has a basic keyword search here that you can use. Or if you click on the expanded search button, it actually lets you have more things that you can search by. So if you wanted to search for recipes that excluded certain ingredients, such as like if you have somebody who has a peanut allergy, you can tell it to avoid certain ingredients such as peanuts. You just select them here, and then when you select an item, you click on the add button, and it adds that search criteria here, and then you just click on whenever you have all the criteria you want set for it to search and find recipes for you, then you click on the search button. And if you wanted it to search for multiple things, you could have it search, and you want it to search within the search results here. You could actually tell it to, the next time you run a search, to only search through these items that it already found. So if you wanted to find, recipes that included, more than one item, what you would do is you'd tell it to search for one thing first, like apples, and then run your search, and then click on where it says found items. If you wanted to also find recipes that also included peaches, and, and apples, you would tell it to search the found items only, and then you'd tell it to run your second search criteria, such as peaches, and then it will run the search, but only through these found items here. The meal screen has these two tabs, menus and meal plans. A menu is a particular course, and the course is down here where you can apply it. Whereas a meal plan is several courses are over several days. So that's the difference between menus and meal plans. In the shopping screen, you have shopping lists and a pantry. You can, of course, add your own shopping list here, create a new shopping list. The tips area of the program is a glossary, and some of these tips have pictures, and some of them just have text. The favorites area is like a bookmark. You can add recipes and menus and other items here into the favorites area. So if you want to quickly come back to something later, you can add an item to the favorites. And how you do that is you view your item first. So let's say you want to, add a few recipes to the favorites. You'd select them first, and then you click on this plus icon here. And this is where you can add these items to a menu or to the favorites area, and it will add them for you that way. The master list is an overview of the entire program, showing all the content you have in the program. So it shows you all your cookbooks and your menus, etc. in this screen. A really nice feature about the master list is it allows you to open up another one. Click on Open New Master List from the File menu, and then you can, so if you want to copy recipes from one cookbook and paste them into another, what you do is you'd select a category here. All the categories, or maybe just a particular category, so you can see the recipes in this cookbook on the right side. And then you open up the cookbook in the other master list window where you want to paste them. So what you do is you select the recipes that you want to copy, and then you drag them from the right side of the screen, right pane of the one screen, and drop them into the right pane of the other master list. And it will copy, it'll tell you that it copied the recipes you selected into the cookbook that is selected in this other master list. If you have any questions, about using MasterCook, you can always contact support at mastercook.com, and we will help you there. There are also other tools in the Windows program that you can use. If you go to the tools menu while you're viewing the cookbook screen, you'll see that there is an ingredient list, wine list substitutions. You can use those items. If you go into the ingredient list, you'll see that you'll be able to add your own ingredients if they aren't in here. And you can also, if you go into the more info tab, you can add costs to your ingredients. And so then you can do a cost analysis of your recipes if you've added cost values for the ingredients. You just, you can use the tools menu here and select cost analysis. And if you've added the cost to your ingredients, it'll give you a cost analysis for this recipe. So I hope you enjoy using MasterCook.